Hey, it's Brian Wright, and this is a Daily B episode 92. What are we talking about? Old school is actually new school. Hey, this is Brian Wright, and I am talking about how old can end up being new. And in the fitness and martial arts industry, it's really interesting right now, the time that we're in, because if you look at what the martial arts originally were intended to do, well, originally, if you go way back to its inception, it was to get people in condition to fight and actually be combative, defense, and all that in a very chaotic world environment. And then it has kind of evolved into a system of self-improvement. And then it's somewhere along the line, marketers get involved, systems get involved, companies get involved, and then it becomes more about creating a system to provide martial arts in a way that's a little bit more of a corporate structure. And it has all the trappings of benefit, but it has gotten away from, I think, the personal touch and the intricate benefits of going deep within our arts that used to be provided. Now arts, I'm not saying all, don't be offended if you're somebody that goes deep. You got to get some thick skin if you really want to listen to what I have to say. Because there are people that are continuing traditions, but then there are other people that are watering down traditions for a commercial purpose. So if you look at what's going on today, the consumer is demanding value. And the only way that you can really provide value is by going deep within the arts in which you practice. Now, I would love to take credit for what I'm saying right now, or the inspiration to speak it, but by communicating with other people that I work with through fitin.com, I was hit with this idea in a little bit more clear of a way than was going on in my head by one of my guys. It's this guy, Mike McIntosh, who owns East Coast Karate 2 in Wall, New Jersey, formerly Seeger, now in Wall. We were talking, and he was like, this is really what martial arts were intended, but in a lot of ways as the business model has gotten away from. And then I started to think about it a little bit deeper, which would benefit all of us if we go deep on our ideas instead of wide. It's not how much you know, but how well you know what you know that really matters, and that also is what predicates your value. So we started talking really quick through instant messenger or Facebook Messenger, whatever, and then I was really starting to get this in my brain, and I'm like, wow, it's really true. When I started training even in 1980 as a little boy, my school was not commercial at all. It was in the basement of an Italian-American association in Long Branch, New Jersey. It was a small tribe of people. It was like $50 a month to train. It had nothing to do with financial gain. It had to do with being effective at the art that we did. Everyone that trained had another job. The head instructor at the school had another job. No one made their living being a martial artist. And I'm not saying that it's inappropriate to make your living as a martial artist. I've been doing it for 20 years. But we can't get away from the service that these arts were originally designed to provide for the sake of business. Because we are in the business of giving the highest level of service possible, which means as business owners, it is our responsibility to make sure that whoever is teaching whatever it is we do is someone that can communicate it very effectively and has a deep understanding of it so that they can be in front of a diverse group of people and provide value to all of them. You can't be one-dimensional in terms of providing your value. I don't think you should be everything to everyone, but you have to be able to hit different levels of what you do. To go into the martial arts speak, there's the body, mind, and spirit concept. So if someone's got the body and someone's got the mind, you have to be able to help them forge the spirit. So they've got the spirit in the body, you've got to go with the mind, and so on and so forth. You see how the combination works. So what you do, you can go deep and understand how that value can be provided. And everyone that you are working with within your targeted demographic can find benefit. And as they're getting stronger at one, you can then work on other aspects of it and whatnot. But you always have something to go deep within to provide. You're never going to get to a place where it's like, is everyone smiling and paying, we're cool. It is no. You have to go deep. You have to make sure that you're engaged. You have to make sure that people understand that they can apply. Take a little bit more of an old school mentality. Get out of the economics and the corporate mentality of having other people do all the jobs and just collecting and acquiring, and get deep into your art. Get deep into what you know. Make sure your value is being provided through your skills, and it's not just on paper, but people can actually do things. They actually are better, and that the money you're being compensated for has an ethical component to it because everybody's doing what they agreed upon. It's really that simple. So, short rant, go deep. understand what you do and understand in today's marketplace that old school mentality will be compensated better than the corporate mentality that's kind of creeped into here. So by being old school, you could actually be new school and different. The people that don't know the old school, because it's been 20 years since we've had an industry that's gone deep, you can be the new guy who's doing something that is perceived as different, but is actually the way it was designed and meant to be done. Think about it. Old is new. Not bell bottoms, though. Don't wear bell bottoms.